Yes, sir, we can see.
Yeah, so we have started ADRS and we have derived two parameters, and the remaining three parameters we are going to derive in this today's class. Okay. So next parameter is PD. So this is progression by investigator. This parameter. So just read this one. Eval. How to derive this eval? So they mentioned set one. If eval c equal to y, eval c equal to n, they want to give a zero. How to derive the eval c? Using the observation from the ADRS. The ADRS param CD is OVR and null flag equal to Y, and ADT is a valid date on or after first treatment date, and the observation from the ADSL where ADSL PROGDT is not missing. Okay. Set to the Y, there is an observation ADRS avals equal to PD, else n other observations ADSC. Okay. And ADT is the earliest analysis date, and this one Y, and remaining they want to put as a null. Okay. So here up to here we have done. So third parameter is disease progression, and for this one they want to take the data set from param CD equal to OVR and null flag equal to Y. So we have derived the first parameter. So this parameter, which parameter it is? OVR only, right? So this data set containing this OVR. So they want to take this data set as you know using here. Okay. So first parameter we can use OVR parameter. Out equal to, so this is a third parameter underscore third underscore RS, like that we can keep. So the condition is here they want to take OVR and null flag equal to Y. ANL 01 FL equal to Y, and so here null flag equal to Y, and ADT is a validate. So ADT not equal to missing, and it should be on or after first treatment date. Okay. So this ADT greater than or equal to the treatment start date, and started and an observation from the ADS line, this PROGT not equal to missing. So this type of observation they will consider disease progression by the investigator related thing. And one more thing they mentioned here, set to the Y there is an observation with eval C equal to PD. Okay. So not equal to missing, and eval C equal to so PD. Okay. So let me check any observation met this criteria or not. Yeah, one observation met this criteria underscore 3. So this subject having that information. Okay, so the parameter is PD, null flag equal to Y, ADT should be no greater than or equal to this one, and this PROGT also So data of progression also there, date is also present. So one subject met the criteria. So this subject they want to give as null flag equal to y, and the remaining they want to keep it as a n. Okay. So once this done, just sort the data set. So here, so ADT purpose you can see, set the earliest analysis date ADT or progression date where the condition avals equal to y is fulfilled, otherwise this. So why they mentioned earliest analysis date? Because so one subject has in a multiple records. If you get in the data set, you need to pick the first record of the subject. Okay, so now we have getting only one subject. Even though in future we may get one subject multiple record, in that cases we have to pick the first record of the subject. So we need to sort the data set by subject and ADT, and in this so we have to pick the first record. Okay, so RS2. Was that okay? Here underscore the RS2 one observation. Now we need to merge this into the ADSL. Okay, and so like this, just merge with this ADSL because one subject having our PD, and we are going to here they mentioned what they mentioned here. If you see carefully, so L set to the no for all other subjects from the ADSL which are met the criteria. We are going to give the eval C is Y. The remaining subjects from the ADSL we are going to give the N. Okay, so that is why. So we are merging with the this thing to our ADSL. This is A and this is B. So now if the subject param CD, so we can give PD to all the subject. So the subject who are met the criteria, so then we are giving eval C equal to A, that one subject, and anal flag 01 FL we are giving Y. Okay, so eval I am giving 1 and ADT for this one. So what they mentioned ADT, the earliest date ADT or PROGT. Okay, so ADT I am giving as PROGT GTT and N. So who are not a part of this progressive disease means the subject present this data set and not there in the ADSL. If B and not in A, not A, then do so that time. So we can give eval C equal to no, anal flag equal to no, Naval equal to, they want to give 0. You can also see here. So what is the eval they give? They want to give the 0 if eval C equal to no. Okay, so the ADT they want to keep it as a missing. Okay, so run. Sorry, 3 underscore RS2 we can keep. Total 19 observation. So here 19 observations. So which are having the only one subject having the A's and the remaining subjects are no. Okay. So this data set we can set to our final data set, and parcat 1, parcat 2, parcat 3, tumor response, investigator, resist 1. So we can keep PD also. And write like this. Mm, so we are PD this one. Yeah. You will see the param CD, OVR and death, and this is the PD. Okay. So PD you can see. Avalc is only one record having that information. Okay. Yeah. So third parameter also done. So next post parameter LSTA. Yeah, LSTA. Yeah. So LSTA nothing but last disease assessment by the investigator. So what they mentioned for this last disease assessment by investigator. So aval they give simply one for CR, two for PR, etc. So how to derive the aval C first? Set to the last ADRS eval on or after first treatment date. That is ADRS ADT date should be greater than treatment start date, and where the param CD they want to take the OVR and eval C is in CRPR SDI non CD this one, and null flag equal to Y, and there is such observation else set to the ADSL. Okay, so how the ADT they want to create? Last ADT on or after first treatment start date. Okay, yeah, so null flag equal to Y and etc. Okay, we'll start this one by one. See the derivation. So fourth parameter, last disease assessment by the investigator, LST. So here also they want to take the data set from OVR. Okay, OVR nothing but, so first parameter we derived, right? OVR related overall response by investigator. This data set only they want to take. Okay, so this data set we will take as a source for this parameter derivation. Okay, so proxart data equal to this data set. Okay, out equal to, this is a fourth parameter by, before by, just apply the condition where null flag equal to Y, and so here null flag equal to Y, and here avalcine CRPR etc. Right? So and ADT also not equal to missing, and that ADT greater than or equal to the treatment start date. So here ADT greater than or equal to the treatment start date. And eval. So here they mentioned something like, eval seen CR, PR, HD, non-CR, PD, NEPD. Okay, so let me check this one. So CRPD, okay, 1, 2. So we have given some numbering also here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So eval in 1, 2. Let me copy this one and we will check the numberings. So what they mentioned, so simply we keep the numberings instead of writing this one. So CR1 and PR2, SD3 and non-CR non-PD is 4 and NE5. Okay, so PD6. So they mentioned all this one. So where all flag equal to Y, ADT not equal to missing and ADT greater than or equal to this one and eval in all these parameters. If any subject met this criteria, so we can apply the parameter this one. By use of JD, date and the eval. Yeah, there is a force observation met this criteria. The force subject. So this subject we can apply this parameter. So here also they want to take the ADT. So set the last. Okay, they want to take the last observation before so not the earliest. So they want to take the last means last dot we need to take. So in this parameter we are taking the first dot because they want to pick the earliest date. But in this parameter they want to pick the last date means we just sort the dates and we have to pick the last date. If any subject have multiple record, we need to take the last record. Yeah, so there are 3 observations because one subject has 2 records. So we are picking the last record of that subject. Okay. Yeah. Once we get this one, what we do? So we have to merge with the ADSL and the remaining subjects. We are going to apply eval c equal to n. Okay. Simply copy this, paste it here. So fourth parameter 4 underscore rs2 and here the param CD is LSTA. So if the subject is A and this Y and this one same, eval B and this one 0. This data set also you just concatenate here. So for this same. Yeah. So final data set. So first overall response by investigator, and this is death, and this is PD and LSTA. Okay. Yeah. So next, this parameter also done. Next last parameter, confirmed response by the investigator, CRSP. Okay, what they mentioned for the CRSP? For the eval, they want to give 1 for eval c equal to y and 0 for n. So here the eval c derivation is important. Using observation from the ADRS, where ADRS param CD equal to OVR means the first data set, anal flag equal to y, and ADT is a validate, and eval c all these things on or after first treatment day and up to and including the first observation indicating progression ADRS eval c equal to PD. Okay. Yeah. And here ADT is same. They want to take the ADT as here. Okay. Yeah. So here also they want to take the OVR data set as a primary data set. Fifth parameter. Okay. So what is the condition they want to mention? Anal flag equal to Y, ADT not equal to missing, and ADT greater than or equal to this one, and eval. So eval C is so CRPR etc. Everything same, and one more thing they mentioned here, and including first observation eval C equal to PD. So any subject met the criteria they want to see. Okay, 3 observations. After that one, same simply, uh, so here ADT they are mentioning anything. So first analysis date. Instead of last, they want to take the first analysis date. After that one, we merge with the data set with the ADSL. Just copy this one. So one parameter, if you derive perfectly, so the remaining parameters you can take the previous parameter code. Just little bit condition changes are there, and this parameter name is CRSP. So here, well, see, using observation of VR and ID. Yeah. So CRSP avals equal to y, null flag equal to y, and this everything same. And you can combine this parameter also here. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parameters we have included in the data set. So now the remaining variables. So let me check the final data set. Yeah, here. So param CD was populated, param was missing. Okay, we will apply. So here, so first all these parameters set to the null only. So no need to worry about this one. Yeah, so we can apply the parameters. So here death. So we need to give the death like, so directly we can write here instead of changing the code. If param cd equal to death, then param equal to death. So next, it is a PD. This is progression by the investigator. Sorry. So next LSTA. Last assessment, last disease assessment by investigator. And next CRSP. Yeah. So parameter, param CD and parameter, parcat1, parcat2. So parcat1 also something like truncating. So event, you can see the event was truncating. So we will give the length parcat1, parcat2, parcat3. So just give the 200 and okay, aval C, ADT, TRTP and these all things. Okay. So anytime you observe any variable is truncating, just make sure that increase that length. So now the parquet one completely display. Yeah. Okay. So what is the pending variables? A sequence and ADY is the two variables are pending. So what is the ADY? So you already know the ADY. So whenever we want to calculate some study day derivations, so we can check with any other data set also. So we already derived the ADY. So if ADY equal to ADT minus treatment start date. Okay. So if ADY is greater than or equal to 0, then ADY equal to ADY plus 1. So because we are following the rule, day 1 rule, not day 0 rule. So that is why ADT not equal to missing and treatment start date not equal to missing records. You need to consider then ADY. Okay. So this is general definition apply for all the data sets. Okay. So next A sequence. A sequence nothing but analysis sequence we have to give. So let me check how they want to give the analysis. Sort by variables and successfully start. So we already done with the last data set. Hmm, yeah, here you can see the A sequence, how we are doing. Same thing we can do. First we need to sort the data set. After that one, we have to apply this thing. So just copy this section, paste it here. So parcat one parameter, visit and edit and this. So sort by key variables. So they have mentioned any key variables. As per this one, the key variables are, so first, so parcat one parameter, param cd, visit and ADT and ADTM is not available, ADT. Okay. Visit information not there, so you can remove. The date wise you can sort. Final underscore ADRS, final. Now ADRS, final underscore ADRS having this IT observation. You can see the subjects. So the param series and parameter each and every subject and the responses. Okay. So eval and evals is the main responses. Whether it is that parameter having this subject having that parameter eligibility Y or N. So you can find here, and this is the date, this is the analysis day, this is a treatment analysis flag, whether we are going to consider this record for analysis purpose or not. Okay. Yeah. So likewise, so how many parameters are required for the table generation? For example, each and every parameter we have one table, so that many parameters they include. Here they include the 5 parameters. Some studies they include 10 parameters. Some studies they include 1 or 2 parameters. So based upon the analysis and how many tables they want to go analysis, so they created the parameter. Each parameter they will create one table and do the analysis. Okay, they will create numbers and they will check the parameter wise. Here oncology study. So these are the most important parameters, and just try to remember 1 or 2 parameters derivation so that whenever the interview people they ask you, so tell me some ADRS related parameters derivation. You can tell like overall response, how you derive death related, LSTA, CRSP. So these parameters you can so explain to them. Okay. So these parameters, some of the programmers, so they directly derive, but they are not having the much knowledge on this one. So how, because macro programmings they are running and they will derive the parameters, but if you go in depth, step by step, the parameter derivation. So whenever you are, creating a new parameter based upon the existing parameters, you can little bit changing the code and create the new program as well. So previously also we are creating the ADTTE two parameters, right? ADTTE. So time to event also we use the ADRS as the main program, and in this we have taken the CRSP parameters, and here you can see. So PD, death, LST and CRSP. So these parameters we use and we create the ADTT. Now we derive all the parameters in the ADRS. So they are interlinked. So if you understand this parameter information clearly, so that information we use for the TTE dataset. So whenever they assign the TTE dataset to you also, So okay, so these are the parameters are coming from the ADRS, and we know the parameter derivation, and we understand the TT spec and do the TT also, time to event data set derivations also easily. Okay. So once we done, what we do, say apply the attribute sections and send that information into your permanent library. So ADRS response assessment dataset.